I'm tired of suffering in this small town while Lagos they shine. We are young, we are fine. Let us go and find our life.
3 girls entered Lagos with nothing but dreams. Only one made it out alive. And even she did not make it far. Temi, Sade, and Bisi grew up together in Abeokuta, 3 girls raised on prayers, pounded yam, and broken promises from a city that always seemed just out of reach. They were not lazy. They hopped on streets, sold fabric at the market, fetched water before sunrise. But no matter how hard they worked, poverty sat in their house like an uninvited uncle who refused to leave. One evening, Temi slammed her empty purse on the floor and said what all 3 of them had been thinking.
I'm tired of suffering in this small town while Lagos they shine. We are young, we are fine. Let us go and find our life.
Sade nodded. Bisi hesitated, but she packed her bag anyway. 3 bus tickets. 1 dream. 0 backup plan. Lagos welcomed them the way it welcomes everyone, with noise, chaos, and 0 sympathy. They squeezed into a single room in Mushin, sharing a mattress, eating EBA with the cheapest soup they could find. Job applications went nowhere. Opportunities dried up before they could grab them. Then Lagos showed them another door. They met the big girls, women their age driving cars they couldn't afford, wearing bodies that didn't come naturally, posting luxury on every platform. Women who never mentioned work but always mentioned my guy. Temi studied them like a textbook. Bisi, you see those girls? They are not smarter than us. They are just bold enough to collect what Lagos is offering. Temi, I don't have a good feeling about this, Bisi said quietly. Feeling won't pay rent, Temi replied. Within months, the 3 of them had transformed. BBL surgeries funded by wealthy admirers. Designer outfits, some real, some very convincing fakes. A rented Airbnb they called home on Instagram. Thousands of followers who believed every photo. They were winning. Or so it looked. It was Temi who made the connection, the big client who moved differently from the rest. Older. Quieter. Richer than anyone they had ever met. His name was Chief Odion. He invited all 3 of them to his Ikoyi mansion for dinner. No funny business that night, just a conversation and an offer that made their hearts race. I will give each of you a fully furnished apartment in Lekki Phase 1, he said, adjusting his expensive watch. A monthly allowance of 500,000 naira each. Quarterly trips, Dubai, London, Paris. All I ask is that you stay available, respect my privacy, and never enter the east wing of my property. 500,000. Each. Every month. Sade gripped Temi's hand under the table. They said yes before the dessert arrived. For 3 months, life was everything they had imagined. Then the cracks appeared. Temi noticed it first, waking up gagging in the middle of the night, finding crisp naira notes in her throat when she coughed. She laughed it off the first time. By the second week, she was on her knees, vomiting stacks of cash into the toilet, and screaming. The money kept coming. Her body kept breaking. Blood mixed with the notes until there was nothing left of her. She was found in Chief Odion's guest bathroom. He told the police it was a heart attack. Sade stopped sleeping around the same time. She said her scalp itched. Then it moved. Doctors found no infection, no explanation. She shaved her head and wept at what she saw underneath. Within weeks, she could not speak, could not walk, could not recognize her own face in the mirror. She passed on a Tuesday morning, alone. Bisi did not wait to understand what was happening. She ran. But first, she made one terrible mistake. She broke into the east wing. And in a wooden chest beneath the floor, she found gold. Diamonds. Ancient-looking coins. She stuffed them into her bag and fled Lagos that same night. She reinvented herself in Abuja. New name. New business. Legitimate income. For 4 years, she thrived. Then the mirror started lying. She would see Temi smiling at her through the glass. Salt standing at the foot of her bed. Her business accounts emptied overnight, no explanation. Her mind followed shortly after. Today, if you drive through certain streets in Lagos, people say you can find a woman, well-dressed ones, sharp-minded ones, wandering barefoot, talking to people nobody else can see. They say she keeps asking for her friends. They say she never remembers their names. The gold and diamonds were later found buried beneath the doorstep of her Abuja home. She had carried Chief Odion's property every single day. And his patience. It never ran out. Lagos didn't kill them. They handed themselves over, one compromise at a time. And the city? It simply kept moving. If this story moved you, follow Timeless Stories by Nova, comment, like and share it with someone chasing shortcuts. Sometimes the warning they need sounds exactly like this.